Hi everybody. Now Archie did a really cool video about how you use battery chargers in DayZ, and I'll put a link to Archie Stormcloud's channel and video in the description below this one. And it got me thinking, because I haven't really used batteries and chargers and generators in DayZ before, but it got me thinking, and I thought how cool it is that you can use a generator with a battery and a charger to charge up a battery to give it power again. But you know, why would you want to? You know, because most of the time when you get batteries, you get vehicles going, they're all right for a while, aren't they? Unless you leave the lights on. And then I had this thought. I thought, what if on your server you deliberately spawned all of the batteries in with no charging or very little charging? So as part of the process of getting a vehicle working, not only do you have to get all the bits, you know, the radiator, the water, the fuel, the spark plug, all that sort of stuff, but you've got to find a generator and a charger and a cable reel, so that you can charge up that battery. Because, you know, let's face it, in the zombie apocalypse or in the infected apocalypse, by the time you find a battery, they're all going to be flat, aren't they? Normally with a lead acid battery, if you leave it for like 2 or 3 months, especially in cold weather, that's it. It's completely flat. So that's what this video is about. How can you spawn batteries in with no charging? So if you look at this, it might be difficult to see. You might have to blow the video up, but if you look at this car battery, you'll see the little green dot, and then below the green dot there's a line, and you can see it's empty. And that means this battery doesn't have any charging. Let's see if we can we see it any better? I don't think you don't get to see it here. Now remember, the fact that it's got no charging is separate from the fact that it is worn, because things, depending on the server settings, will spawn in with different levels of wear and tear, and they will gradually get worn till they get damaged and ruined, especially if they get shot at or explosions and things like that. So this battery is in worn condition, but it's completely flat. If we go and look at this TruckBattery, for example, you should see that it's got the little green icon on it, but the little white line is full. So that means this battery is full of charge, as is this one. So the idea is that when the players are on your server, they'll run around, they'll get a vehicle going, and then they'll need to charge up the battery. I think another cool thing would be to have a mod or somewhere where like tires were all flat as well, so you had to pump them up. That's a different video though. So how do you do this? Well, what you need to do is you need to go to your server, and you'll be familiar with this by now, I'm sure. You need to find the types.xml. Now that's in the DB folder on your server, and then you want to find the batteries. And all you've got to do, so if you do like Control F, search for battery, find all. We ignore the 9-volt battery, and we want the car battery first. The level of charge that the battery spawns in with is specified by the quant min and quant max. So if you just set them really low, like 0, 1 and 0, 2, the car battery will spawn in basically flat, as will the truck battery, as you can see here. So once you've done that, you would save that, re-upload it to your server, restart your server, and then as new truck batteries and car batteries spawn in and start replacing the ones that are already there, as players come across them, they will have no charge in them, forcing players to go around. And basically what you've got to do, and I'm no expert, make sure you watch Archie's video about this. Basically you have to find a generator and get a spark plug, put that in the generator, get some fuel up the generator, get a cable reel, get a charger, you attach the cable reel to the generator, you attach the charger to the cable reel, attach the battery to the charger, turn it all on, and the battery then charges up. But watch Archie's video, he's much better at explaining it than I am, and that way, you know, you'd have to get it running. And I think that's quite immersive. I was quite excited by Archie's video, and then the idea of having servers like that, where you know, you've just got to work that little bit harder, and it's that added little bit of realism that adds those extra couple of steps into creating, getting a vehicle going, repairing a vehicle. That's the kind of thing you would have to do. As I say, yeah, so if anybody PC modders are watching this as well, remember this works for console and PC, changing the types.xml. Some sort of mod where tyres needed pumping up, I think that would be a great mod as well, wouldn't it? Anyway, that's enough from me. What do you think? If you like the video, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe, and I will of course see you again soon.